Hello dear chess lovers and chess experts. Expert of the site Corus.com, Grandmaster Shipov is starting the last report from the first super tournament of the year. Before the last round, we have a unique situation. There are already 6 leaders: Aronyan, Dominguez-Karjakin, Karjakin, and Carlson. I have never seen such a big number of people at the finish line for the past 10 years, which I spent as a commentator. A rare situation. My prognosis for this game: Dominguez-Karjakin 1/2. The Sicilian defense. The variation of Minuel Najdorf. The fashion of the time. On the border of the millenniums, with the fast development of the English attack, this move became the most used. The audacious jump of the knight is made to not let white make their planned position: f3, queen d2, and castle on the queen side. Looks like change of plans. As showed many trials, black doesn't have a more beneficial move. There's the seduction of repeating the moves. I hope that the opponents overcome it. Yes! Black is solving the problem of development with quick play and comes up with counterattack in the center. But with all this, seriously weakens the king's side. This plan of development is called ultra-modern. Like only in our time, there's enough creativity to suppress the bishop f1 for the queenside castle. But in reality, this is how the then young Anatoly Karpov played in the early 70s. And if we dig deeper in the past, then we might find other pioneers. A serious argument. White might take off pressure. Black's starcher is getting a little stronger, but white is taking measures. So, the official comparison of the structure is now to white's advantage. He has 2 pawn islands, black has 3. But black also has a reason for pride. He could move the king away from the center, and white has yet to do so. The suppressed, so to say, bishop is looking for new diagonals. As we found out, this move is a novelty, though of course the idea to move the bishop to g2 has been around for a long time. A logical answer, again with a known idea. Black's light-squared bishop found a perspective diagonal where there's much to hunt for. Clear aggression. Dominguez is sacrificing a pawn in hopes of opening up ways to the black king. It looks like the pawn went to g4 exactly for the reason so that the pawn g5 couldn't step on that square. A principal answer. And here's the first result. The h vertical is open. That would have been enough for Tal to mate, but the young human grandmaster doesn't have an equal authority. But his whole life is still ahead of him. Maybe in 30 years they will write like that about him too. A sensible way to combine attack with the end of the development. The pawn g5 is under attack. The variation with the capture on the pawn c2, in my bold analysis, is already as deep as mating the black king on move 35. In the future, a3 can make the life much harder for the knight c3. Now it's white's turn. He has wonderful prospects for attack. And here is the promised variation for mate. Instead of a4, bishop takes c2 and this variation. Tal would have been pleased to see such an ending, but none of this happened. There are no reasons to decline the tempting target, and no, I don't mean the black's pawn. Judging from everything, Sergei simply didn't even take a look at the capture on c2. Intuitively. That's practically and smart, since it's impossible to calculate all variations of the board, and the feeling of danger is too clear. Of course, white is full of courage to fend off the obstacle in the way to the black king. Wonderfully played. A beautiful counter blow. White not only moves the pawn from the attack, but also takes away the square a5 from the black queen. But I'm not sure that this is the optimal move. The continuation, instead of b4, queenside castle, would have given huge problems for black. Looks like Dominguez made the move too quickly. But does he see a worthy argument to the move knight h7? More ideal would have been king e2, leading to the battlefield the rook a1. In the later complications, black can only be saved by extremely correct play. Exactly, Karjakin is skillfully using the temporary disharmony of the opponent's power. What else to do? The risk of attacking is pushing Lanier to a slippery slope. Sergei is quickly making correct moves, and Saitnot is already here. Dominguez has 8 minutes, Karjakin has 21 minutes remaining, and the position is still very difficult. The black king simply escapes the chase. An unsuccessful attempt to cut off the runner from the base. White's monarch is giving him trouble. As you see, he already closed an important vertical, and the enemy king is running down it. Dominguez is already playing blitz. There's no time for nuances. The black king is still choosing where to hide. That's it. Ran in front of the pawns, showed off, acted like a bald guy, and hid behind his court. White has no threats, and no exchange either. A desperate throw. Karjakin didn't lose on time, and that's the most important thing here. Nobody died from checks yet, but here White resigned. To the move rook takes d8, led a natural mate. Queen h2, knight g3, queen h4 mate. Bravo to the winner of the tournament, Sergei Karjakin. Objectively speaking, he was really lucky in the last game. Dominguez beautifully led the first half of the battle. He used a strong novelty and developed a winning attack. Then he started missing things. Lanier first missed the win on the moves 24 and 25, and then the save on the move 27. But you know there's a saying, the strong players have big luck, but the strongest players have huge luck. So Sergei deserved his luck. In my report before the tournament, I called him the player in the shadow who could bring a surprise, which is exactly what happened. I congratulate the young master, his family, and all the fans. Karjakin was the best at the Weekend Z Tournament 2009, and I, Grandmaster Shipov, only have to thank you for your attention to my work, and say goodbye until we meet again. And you, dear listeners, please stay tuned with Scober Chess as we bring you more tournaments in the near future. Thank you very much for your attention, and have a good day.